Okay, so we have watched discoveries that prove the Megladon once existed. So now we are looking at discoveries that actually confirms that the Megladon existed. Last time we did this, we just kept getting like fossils and teeth, which I think we are going to get a lot in this video as well. So with that said, sit back and relax and let's see some discoveries that confirm that Megladon has once existed.
For number 10 spot, we have the TikTok shark. In May of last year, someone on TikTok called Alex Albrecht, who is a marine biodiversity student as well as a musician, shared a video on the app that had people seriously shocked.
Ooh.
The TikTok shows a massive shark lurking around the ship that Alex was on, which is said to have just been off of the coast of Massachusetts.
Oh my God.
At the time. The ship was full of research students when this massive shark made its appearance, many of which either screamed or had some sort of expletive to say in response.
It's a big shark, to be fair.
A TikTok user asked in the comments if the shark in the video is a Megladon, considering how absolutely huge this thing was. Was this an actual Megalodon? Like,
probably not. Yeah,
hey,
probably not.
I'm not the marine life student here, so who am I to say?
Finally, that's what I wanted. I just wanted to see some footage. That's what I wanted. I finally got it. Finally. But yeah, most likely that's obviously got to be a shark. And Megladon's got to be like triple the size of that thing. But still, it's nice to see some footage, you know?
In our number 9 spot today, we have the CRAY fisherman. David Stead is an Australian naturalist, and in his book titled Sharks and Rays of the Australian Seas, he details an encounter with a shark that some have taken to believe is the legendary Megladon herself. Apparently, this incident happened in 1981 to a group of CRAY fishermen that David spoke with. These fishermen were absolutely terrified of a shark they saw in their fishing grounds, which were just off of Broughton Island.
Right.
They were so scared, in fact, that they refused to return to the fishing spot for days. All the men agreed that the shark was monstrous and that it was most definitely a shark, not a whale. The men explained that they had never seen a shark of that size before, and considering how they were all seasoned fishermen who had all had their fair share of encounters with sharks, whales, and all of the terrifying things that the ocean has to offer, how frightened they were really did leave quite the impression.
My thing is though, like, how do you actually determine like a shark size? Because there's so many different sizes. There's literally baby sharks as well. So how do you actually determine the size of a shark? That's what I don't get. That's why I say you can't really tell from a Megladon and a shark, because there's all different sizes. Like, you can find the biggest like fish in the world that you think is a Megladon, but basically it could easily be a shark. You know what I mean?
2 specimens. This story comes from all the way back in 1869 when an Irish scientist headed out on an expedition to Seychelles. It is said that he went there to study fish, but man, he was not prepared for the specimens he would go on to study. It is said that he found one that was over 15 meters, which is already a whopping almost 50 feet, but the other one really took the cake. The second specimen it is said that he found was alleged to have been 23 meters long, which is a massive 75 feet. Since this was so long ago, there wasn't any official documentation of it, but if there had been, the second one would hold the record for being the largest ever recorded. That is absolutely wild. Seeing it is one thing,
so largest shark,
being able to actually study it. In our number 7 spot today, we have the sailors. This gigantic shark sighting is said to have taken place in the 1960s, just off of the edge of Australia's Great Barrier Reef. According to author B.C. Cartmel in his book Let's Go Fossil Shark Tooth Hunting, the sailors involved in this sighting initially refused to talk about it because of the fear of being teased for being afraid of what they had seen. After some time, however, they began to speak about the incident. They explained that while on board their 85-foot ship, they needed to weigh anchor in order to conduct some engine repairs. While this was ongoing, the crew became absolutely shocked when they saw the biggest shark they had ever seen slowly swimming past their completely stuck ship.
So why do these people film their experiences? Why did they not film it?
That it was indeed a shark. They also said that this shark was so large it was rivaling the boat in size.
That is massive, but is that a drone?
Absolutely massive. Whether it really was a Megalodon or not, whatever shark they saw that day certainly wasn't the average size. In our number 6 spot today, we have the battle scar. This story is a little different than the others on today's list, and it started with the sighting of a great white shark. This 15-foot long shark was spotted swimming just off of Isla Guadalupe in Mexico, but what what was so striking
Look,
about
they're
this
filming
great white
it.
in particular was the absolutely savage wound it had on its side. This huge bite mark had people speculating as to what in the world could have caused it.
That's mad.
There aren't very many predators to great whites, so it's
That's
a pretty
actually
rare
mad.
occasion to see such a huge bite mark right on the side of one, and people were doubting whether or not another shark would have done this to one of its own species. There definitely are reasons for why
That's
this
a
could
mad
have
bite,
been an
no?
attack from another shark, but of course people took this as a possible sign that maybe there's something bigger lurking in the waters. If the Megalodon somehow isn't actually extinct and just manages to evade any sort of confirmation of its existence, it certainly would need a ton of food to survive, which makes big fish like great whites a perfect snack. The Megalodon is, however, one of the most powerful predators to have ever lived on our planet, so if this bite really was from a Megalodon, it's surprising that this great white made it out alive. In our number 5 spot today, we have a world record. Basking sharks are known for being one of the largest fish in the ocean, and that is exactly why the largest one ever
that one's
recorded
ugly.
was definitely something to write home about.
That is
In
ugly.
1851, in the Bay of Fundy, which sits between New Brunswick and Nova Scotia here in Canada, a basking shark was caught in a herring net.
What the hell is
was
that
measured to
shark?
be at least 40
That's
feet
ugly.
long, which is astoundingly large, and it certainly confused those who had caught it at first. I can imagine that they likely also thought that they had some kind of living fossil caught up in their net, but no,
That thing will
instead
swallow
they
you
just set
whole.
a new world record. In our number 4 spot
Fair
today, we
enough.
have the demon. There
Ooh,
are many
demons.
stories and alleged
Demon
sightings of
sharks.
what is now referred to as the quote black demon of Cortez, which is said to be a massive black shark seen off of Mexico's Baja coast.
I'd
One
love to see
story
that.
in particular regarding this elusive shark comes from a fisherman named Eric Mack. He had reported that one day while sailing he felt his boat begin to rock, which immediately gave him the feeling that something was awry.
Right.
Eric was even further startled when he explained that he saw a massive towering tail
mad.
sticking at least 5 feet out of the water.
That is
The
quite
stories of
hard,
the
to be
shark
fair.
are so infamous that it was even the focus of an episode of a History Channel show called Monster Quest. And our number 3 spot today, we have
fair
Deep
enough.
Blue. This shark is in fact not a megalodon, but it definitely is a more modern contender. Deep Blue is the name of a great white shark who is most definitely one of the greatest ever recorded, at least in our lifetime. This colossal monster is the largest great white shark ever caught on camera by scientists. She is measured to be 20 feet long, 8 feet high, and about 2.5 tons. And while this isn't all that huge compared to her massive prehistoric cousin, it certainly is no small feat.
How do these people just swim them
Rumors of her
casually? I don't
existence have been
understand.
spread since as far back as the 1990s, but it wasn't
They
until
literally eat machines.
2014 that she was officially caught
They
on
feed her
camera
blood.
and documented.
How do these people just casually just swim them like it's nothing? Bro, these fins smell fish, they eat you. That is it. They smell the blood. They smell the blood, they eat you.
Bigger than the boat. Zane Grey is
Ooh.
a man who is a novelist, and he is definitely best known for his adventure novels, but it is also said that he was a deep-sea angler, and it was during one of his fishing adventures that his Megalodon sighting came. In the novel, which is titled Megladon, Fact or Fiction, writer Rick Emmer speaks of this incident, saying that Zane claimed to have seen, quote, one of the man-eating monsters of the South Pacific.
Okay.
It is said that whatever kind of shark he saw, it was a shark that was much longer than his boat, which was somewhere from 30 to 40 feet. He also said that this shark was yellow and green and that it had a few white spots. Most notably, however, he said that the shark had a massive square head and that it had, quote, immense pectoral fins. This is all to say that whether he saw a megalodon or not, whatever he saw was not just a harmless great white shark. What do you guys think?
Okay.
Perhaps a megalodon sighting or just one of the tall, exciting tales told by Mr. Gray? In our
Probably
number
tell.
1 spot today, we have the Mariana Trench sighting. A
Ooh,
few years
trench.
ago-
When you hear trench, that's the sign. That's the sign. I'm telling you right now, there's definitely a megalodon hiding in like some undiscovered trench out there. That is where it's gonna come from.
Internet, and it shows a gigantic shark scouring the seafloor.
Oh,
People
hello.
online quickly put a story to the video saying that allegedly this is a megalodon that was
Is that it?
caught
Is
on
that your
camera
footage?
at the bottom of the Mariana Trench. The creature is seen
There
swimming
you go.
over top of what is apparently an abandoned shark cage, and the video seems to be enough to have convinced many.
That would
many
scare
people.
me.
The video certainly is compelling.
That would
and
scare
whatever
me,
we
seeing
see
that.
is most definitely terrifying to look at.
That is
but
terrifying.
With my very limited knowledge of anything that lives in the sea, it's tough to say anything further.
That's mad.
While some people swear that this
See,
is
this is what I
want to
see. This is what I want to see.
Have a similar appearance to the one seen in the video.
That is what I want to see. Those were the ones I wanted to see. Those discoveries were so sick. Those were much better discoveries, 100%. The TikTok shark, the last footage of that shark, that would actually terrify me. Just watching that footage terrifies me. But like I said, like, there's loads of undiscovered treasures out there. 100% something's gonna have, like, something undiscovered lurking. Maybe it's a Megladon or not. Something big is lurking down there, and like, that'll be like so sick to see. Just having the teeth though, if it is a Megladon teeth, that is like achievement itself. Like, I'll definitely have that framed or have its neck looks. I love these type of videos like this. I love discoveries. I do love discoveries. What makes me annoyed is like when you want to know more, but you're never ever gonna find the answer. But that's what it gives me that ick. It gives me that ick to find out more. I love to find out these things. So I love discovering it, but I hate not knowing, like, you never find the answer. It's just, you never will. That one has impressed me. That was a much better discovery. I enjoyed that one. Hope you guys did too.